Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. So I wasn't sure exactly what order I was going to do these next couple products because one product I actually saw before another, but I bought later, and it ties into another product that I'll be doing later. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to slightly jumble the ordering and mix these two up and put one first so I could put the other two together, but I decided I'm going to do them in the order that I originally saw them. So we're going to be playing a little bit of hopscotch with the next couple items, so bear with me. So as I said, today's item I saw a while back, but prices for things are getting kind of ridiculous. Money's been a lot tighter lately, as I've said in many videos. So I kept waiting until this item went on sale to get it. Hadn't been on sale in a while, but then a couple weeks ago, I saw another new product, again, tied into this one. And I said, okay, I would definitely want to get that, but still going to wait until there's a sale going on. And if I miss it, I miss it because I'm not going to pay that much money for it. Finally, the other day I was at the store and they were finally on sale, buy one, get one free. Cool, I can get everything for half the price, right? So I grabbed everything, threw it in the cart, brought it home. But as I said, I have another product I've been sitting on for a little bit now that I technically saw after this one. So I said, well, do I want to do this one first or not? Finally decided that I would. So here we are today. So what is this product? Well, it's going to reveal what an upcoming product is, but that's okay. Today's product is from our friends over at PopTarts. And again, this one has been around for a little while, even though it still has a new label on it. But today's product is PopTarts Lemon Blueberry Crumble. So don't know exactly what a lemon blueberry crumble is. I assume it's like one of those crumble cake type of things. Actually, looking at the label here, there's a picture of a crumble cake right there. So it is a lemon and blueberry flavored crumble cake. Lemon and blueberry aren't normally flavors I would think of going together, but I guess as I process that thought, it kind of makes sense. Most fruits end up going together in one way or another, and like lemon and orange tend to go into a lot of baking. So adding something else like blueberry or any other type of berry type of flavoring in with lemon or orange is probably going to end up working in some degree. So that's pretty much the backstory of this one. Took a little while to get it. Ended up waiting until it was on sale so I could get it with another product, but we're switching orders, blah, blah, blah. So let's get these open and see what we think. Got our box open. We're going to take out one of our sleeves and set our box aside. Now again, as usual, going to try one of these raw, pop the other one in the toaster, and see which way we like it better. And once again, if you think I'm weird for toasting Pop-Tarts, they are toaster pastries. You're supposed to toast them. Although according to the boxes, you can eat them raw, and you can even freeze them. Certain ones that says they're better if you throw them in the freezer and eat them partially frozen. So try that, I guess. But I'm not going to do that with any of mine. I like them raw or toasted. So let's pop this open. There we go. Take one out here, and it looks like it's been through a blender. All the corners are missing off of it. It's unevenly frosted, and it does have a crumbly powder on top of it, which is like flaking off all over my table. All right, let's give it a smell test and see what we think. Here we go. Interesting. So I first took the initial smell. I was like, okay, that's obviously lemon. Then I immediately got hit with blueberry. So yeah, I guess the flavors do kind of blend well together. Yeah, it mostly smells like a blueberry Pop-Tart. The crust on it does seem to be a slightly darker brown, but that could just be my lighting in here. Or that could be meant to emphasize the crumble cake portion of it, because I think the cake part is actually a darker brown, so it could be meant to mimic that. And it is a crumble cake, so again, that might explain why my Pop-Tart is falling apart. Anyway, let's try our cold version and see what we think. Cheers. Interesting. So I take the initial bite, and my first thought is that's just a blueberry Pop-Tart. Then as I start to chew it, everything mixes together. The lemon really comes forward, but it's not like a bitter lemon that you would think of, like if you just bit into a raw lemon. It's the more sweetened, candied type of lemons that you would get out of like a lemon meringue pie type of thing. You get a lot more of that flavor in the mix, and it almost overrides the blueberry a little bit, but the blueberry does sneak back in a little bit. So yeah, it's kind of like eating a blueberry pie and a lemon meringue pie at the same time. Very interesting. The crust itself has a slightly different flavor. It almost has more of like a cinnamon roll type of consistency, not in texture but in taste, but it's not cinnamon. It's like if you had the cinnamon roll dough without the cinnamon in it. But the thing I don't like about it is that crumbly texture they put on it, because as soon as I bit into it, it kind of went everywhere. Like I could feel that gritty stuff all over my lips, and it was kind of annoying me as I was chewing it because I wanted to lick my lips but I couldn't. But yeah, the overall flavor itself is actually really good. Could do without the crumbly powder stuff they got on top here, but other than that, just the lemon blueberry flavor is actually really good. So as much as I don't like that crumbly texture, it does add to the overall idea that this is a crumble cake, because as I'm chewing and getting that all mixed in there, I'm feeling more and more of that grit almost in my mouth. I do feel like I'm eating an actual crumble cake versus a Pop-Tart. So as much as I don't like it, it kind of makes sense for it to be there. Although it does kind of give it a slight more drier flavor, if that makes sense. My dad used to like these Hostess cakes. I think they were just called donut sticks or something like that. He used to like to have them with his coffee. I would have one occasionally, but to me, they always seem kind of dry, which is probably why he dunked them in his coffee. But just eating them by themselves, they were good, but but they were just kind of dry, like there was no moisture to them. That's what the crumble is kind of adding to this. It gives it that drier type of flavor or mouthfeel, I guess you would say, versus just a normal Pop-Tart. So I like it, but the crumble is kind of off-putting at the same time. If it was just a lemon blueberry frosted Pop-Tart, I'd be all over it, though that crumble kind of throws me off a little bit. So that is our cold version. We're going to pause here. I'm going to go pop this other one in the toaster, and we'll be right back to see what we think of the hot version. And just like that, we're back, and we have our toasted Pop-Tart here. So no reason to stall, because for some reason this video is already 15 minutes long, even though it shouldn't be. And it's going to take me twice as long to edit now. So let's just jump right into this. It did break in half, so I'm just going to have a little bit of it here. There we go. And this piece is breaking as well. So let's start with the hot smell test. Definitely getting more of the crumble cake smell now than I am any of the lemon or blueberry. Before, it had a really heavy scent of blueberry, faint hint of lemon. Now all I'm getting is the cake. So let's take a bite and see if it tastes any different. Cheers. So that was an odd blend of flavors. So I first started chewing it. All I'm tasting is the cake. Get a little bit of a crunchy texture because the shell is toasted now. And I'm like, yeah, that just tastes like a normal crumble cake. I'm not getting real flavor out of it at all. Then about midway through, all the lemon comes forward. I'm like, okay, now it just tastes like I'm eating a lemon flavored crumble cake, but the blueberry is almost completely lost. Then as I finish chewing and I swallow it, suddenly I get all the blueberry on the back part of my tongue, like going down my throat. So all the flavors are still there, but heating them actually makes them come out in different patterns, I guess. Because on the cold version, I think I said when I took the initial taste, it was all blueberry and then lemon kind of snuck in at the end. Heated, it's all lemon and faint aftertaste of blueberry. Like it's not even heavy. It's almost like the blueberry is lost once you heat it up. But either way, I still like it. Also on the heated version, I don't get all that loose crumble flowing into my mouth like I did on the cold one. I'm not getting like that crumble texture on my lips where I feel like I want to lick my lips to get it off. Once it's heated, it all kind of stays together. Probably because the frosting heated up and melted a little bit and all those powdery crystals kind of sunk into the frosting and stuck. So I'm getting them more in the chew than I am the feeling of them all over my lips. So my overall thoughts on these ones, I like them. Do I prefer them hot or cold? Depends on what I want to taste. If you want more of the blueberry flavor with the crumble mouthfeel, go for the cold. If you want more of a lemon cake type of flavor with a slight after hint of blueberry without the crumbly mouthfeel, go for the toasted. And if you don't like lemon and blueberry combinations of things, or you don't like crumble cakes, don't go for either. Personally, for my flavor palette, I like them. Would I buy them again? Probably not. If it was just lemon blueberry flavored Pop-Tarts, I would probably get them once in a while. But as far as the crumble, even though I don't have it so much on the hot version, most of the time I do eat my Pop-Tarts cold because I usually grab them as a quick breakfast as I'm walking out the door to go to work. I just grab one of the foil packs, take it with me, and kind of eat it on the go, so I don't really have time to heat it up. And if I'm trying to drive and eat a Pop-Tart at the same time, I really don't want all that crumble. But if I'm sitting at home and I can toast it to where I don't get all the crumble, like with this one, I'd probably be okay with them. But for the most part, I would prefer just a lemon blueberry Pop-Tart. Get rid of the crumble, I'd probably buy them again. But as the crumble, I tried them this time, and I think I'm good. Now, it does say new. It doesn't say limited edition like some of the new flavors do. So these ones might be around for a while. So hopefully by the time you see this video, they'll still be around and you can try them if they sound interesting to you. But if they were just a limited edition flavor, I'd be okay with them going away because I've tried them once. And I think that's all I really need to try them. Will I finish the box? Yes. They're not going to go to waste. They're not gross to where I want to throw them out. Nothing like that. But they would not be my go-to purchase again flavor. But I would be interested in trying just a lemon blueberry Pop-Tart in the future without the crumbs. So that's pretty much all I got to say about these ones. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are in the description. Ring the bell. Make sure you get notifications every time I post new content. And until next time, cheers.